Violence erupting at a South Alabama correctional facility late Friday night. You see their inmates setting fires and trying to overpower correctional officers. All of this you see there caught on camera. A Department of Corrections spokesperson says an officer and the warden were stabbed during this riot at the Holman Correctional Facility. Holman is in South Alabama, the city of Atmore. It's in Escambia County, and about 830 male inmates are housed there. The facility is the only one in the state that carries out executions. Now, officials tell CBS 42 it all started after officers responded to a fight between inmates at one of the prison dorms around 9:15 Friday night. And from there, things escalated. In fact, family members of the prisoner say they had driven a long way before they had figured out what was going on. Several of those people saying they didn't know about the violence until they got to the gate to visit Saturday morning. Now, some say it made it seem like the situation still wasn't under control, even hours later. Now the focus is on the politics of it all after repeated complaints about overcrowding Alabama prisons.
They have always been underfunded, and they cannot seem to control the contraband that goes into both prisons.
They need probably extra guards. They probably need a lot of extra that they don't already have.
Governor Robert Bentley spoke with CBS 42 just this week, about the need for prison expansions. He said that state officials will make the prison system better. Meanwhile, the governor did release a statement in response to this specific uprising at Holman Correctional, saying in part, Alabama's prison system is at a critical point. Our state must take the necessary steps to address this problem immediately. There have been 2 events in the last 4 days involving violence in 2 different Department of Corrections facilities. The Holman facility is now under control, but as of Saturday night, it is still on lockdown. Right now, sheriff's deputies in Coleman County are investigating a homicide in the northern part of the county. This happened around 5 last night on County Road 1101 in the Battleground community. Deputies say 22-year-old Wesley Taylor was shot to death. One person was taken into custody. Investigators say it appears to be an isolated incident, so there is no other danger to the public. 3 area law enforcement agencies are working together, and they tracked down a man accused of robbing a disabled woman. Anthony Armstrong is charged with 2 counts of robbery, and he's being held on $60,000 bond. Birmingham police tell CBS 42 on Friday Armstrong hit a woman with the door of his car, got out, and then took her purse. Then he left. The woman was not hurt, and some Good Samaritans happened to be nearby. They gave police a description of the suspect's car. Now, with the help of the Leeds Police Department and the St. Clair County Sheriff's Office, officers found Armstrong in a home in St. Clair County. New this morning, Florida authorities say 6 people, including 4 kids, were injured at an accident at a shooting range. Deputies say it happened at Forest Road 88 shooting range. That's in Marion County, Florida. They say a 21-year-old man was loading an antique shotgun when he accidentally fired it. Deputies say he was using it safely when the accident happened.
This was an accident, but always point a weapon in a safe direction. In this incident, it was pointing toward the ground. Of course, we had a concrete that caused a ricochet. But weapons are something we need to be very responsible with and treat with utmost respect.
The children hurt in the shooting were as young as 8 years old and as old as 15 years old. 6 victims in total were taken to a local hospital, and none of their injuries were life-threatening. In Jefferson County, Trussville police have identified a man who they believe kidnapped a woman from a Target parking lot on Gadsden Highway. Police say the woman was returning a shopping cart when the suspect slipped into her car. Once she got back to her car, he pulled a gun and forced her to drive to several ATMs to withdraw money. Now here's a look at him, 28-year-old Searfield Paul Gibbs. He's facing kidnapping and robbery charges. Now anyone who knows of Gibbs's whereabouts is asked to call Trussville police. You see that number on your screen there, 655-2101. Right now, fire crews in Vestavia are investigating a fire that forced 9 people out of their homes Friday night. This fire broke out at the Mountain Lodge Apartments just before 9 p.m. 10 units were damaged, but everyone got out safely. Now, there was one pet who had to jump from a 3rd-floor balcony just to escape those flames. That pet was taken to a local veterinarian for treatment. Your time now 5:07, and it's hundreds of people coming out to the BJCC in the name of beauty. Still ahead, what the Natural Hair Expo had in store and who guests got to meet.